when I grow old and I die, don't take me to Nigeria, bury me here. It was that bad. But January 2018, I was insulted by a black American guy. Without due respect, you can say I'm more blessed than him. But he insulted me because that was the period our president, Donald Trump, was calling Nigeria the SO country. How many of you remember? Yes. I was moved because of that. I had to go back to Nigeria to run for the president of the country. It took a lot of money, but thank God we came third. The people call it third. But the next time we are not going to relent. Just in case you don't know, Nigerians in the diaspora, we have a lot of power. We have a lot of voice. Nigerians in the diaspora contributed to why the current governor of Edo State won the election. Why? When we speak to our family back home, how many of you know they listen to us? Our mothers listen to us. Our fathers listen to us. So that is why we cannot relent. We can't say we are not part of it. We must make a difference. Yes. This protest has been going on without any direction. This is what we are trying to do. It started with the EndSARS protest. EndSARS protest. You and I know is beyond SARS. This issue is beyond SARS. This issue is more than SARS. They have been asking, what is the agenda? Now we have come up with 12-point agenda. After now, we are going to be circulating this. This is what we want them to do. It's quite straightforward. So if you permit me, I'm going to take time. I'm just going to read it very quickly. Number one, we want the president. Isn't it amazing that they are begging that ancestor to come out and speak? Permit me to call him ancestor.
24, 25.
They are begging the president of a country. By every standard, he's old enough to be our father, grandfather. My biological father is 82 years old. So BUHARI is old enough to be my father. What stops him from coming out to speak to the citizens of the country? They are begging him. So right now, we don't want him to come out on TV to give a press release. We want him to come out physically. TV press is already too late. So we want him to come out in person and address the youth. Number one. Number 1B, there are 7 ones. Number 1B, we want him to set up a 5 to 10 man youth committee in all the states. Meaning, every state will produce 10 youth. They will all travel to Abuja to stay for this conference. Every state, the youth will begin to speak for that state. At least 5 to 10 people. This is not through email, not an artist, a celebrity representing us. We don't want no celebrity. We want the youth on the street, at least 10 persons to go from each state. Number 2, we want him to sign the Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law. What we are saying is not 2-3 years. We want this done within the next 30 days. Number 3, we want him to remove all service chiefs and appoint new ones with equitable geographical spread. Every minister, everybody right now from the north, everybody now are just Muslims. Nigeria is a nation that is diversified. We have Christians, we have Muslims. We want people selected from the east. We want to go from the south. So we want him to select new service chief. Number 4, we want him to remove the Inspector General of Police and the Honorable Minister of Police Affairs. We want them fired with immediate effect. Number 5, we want him to dissolve his cabinet immediately. All of them should be dissolved. This protest has gone too far. A lot of lives have been lost. We are not just going to accept anything and go back and sit down. We want the cabinet dissolved and new ones appointed. Number 6, let the Senate President and the Honorable Speaker of House of Representatives address the protester, promising to do all of this within 48 hours. We want him to pass a bill to reduce the salaries and allowance of all executive and members of National Assembly. These guys are making more money than even America. Let me tell you this. American economy, listen to this. Maybe you have not done some of the research. American economy is $21 trillion. It's bigger than the entire economy of Africa put together. And yet, our own politicians, they earn more money than even the president. We're not talking about the bribes, the looting. You all saw the palliative that were sent. Some of them now have turned to mud. One man just packaged all of them. How much can you eat? Our leaders have become not even greedy now, they have become wicked. The heart of stone is what is in their heart. We want it to reduce. They are worse than Yahoo. We want it to, this is number 6B, pass a bill adopt the recommendation of the 2014 National Conference. Pass a bill to make it compulsory for every tier agency and parastatal government to publish their income and expenditure monthly. Number 6B, pass a bill that will make for the decentralization of electricity so that each state will grow and generate and transmit its own power. Number 8, announce with immediate effect the immediate reduction of fuel pump price. In the midst of a pandemic, when other nations are giving support to their citizens, they are increasing fuel price. It needs to be reduced with immediate effect. Number 9, announce the immediate reduction of electricity tariff while we work at decentralization of electricity. Number 10, apologize to the Nigerian youth. It needs to come out, say it, not reading it. Apologize to the Nigerian youth on behalf of all previous administration for bringing Nigeria to where it is today. Number 11, I propose this. The families of the victims of the peaceful protest should be compensated with nothing less than 100 million naira each. 1 naira out of 100 million we are not accepting. A minimum of 100 million. By the time they begin to pay billions out, before they fire one bullet, they will think twice. Number 12, if these are not maintained, if these are too much for President Muhammadu Buhari to attain, if he cannot do this, let him resign with immediate effect. This is our agenda. One will not be taken out. The protest will continue. In the next few minutes, please, we are going to march. We are going to get to CNN. CNN must carry this today. The world must hear this today. Enough is enough. Great Nigeria people! There's another protest we are planning. This is going to be the mother of all protests. Every Nigeria is coming together. Every little group, every one of us, we are coming together. With all due respect to New York City, we are shutting down this street. The world must hear. Many of us may not be able to travel back home to lend our voice, but this we can do. The military cannot fire us here. There's nothing they can do for us here. At least we have our voice. It's being aired on social media. We must call everyone we know. I've been emailing all the news media, UN. We must keep disturbing them. They said it's fake news. This one is not dotted news. Look at the governor of that puppet stand on national TV and said there was no life lost. What an insult. What an insult to this situation going on. We are going to protest. So please, in another 5-10 minutes, we are going to CNN headquarters. It's just 30 minutes walk. By the time we all work together, you will not be tired. But if you have never walked 30 minutes before, you may lose 2-3 pounds before. If you are too tired, there are some vehicles around who are going to be going with us. You can join them. We need to get to CNN headquarters. The news must carry this. Now, the next protest we wanted to finish this. The information is going to go out. So please, make sure you participate in that. Everyone, we are going to join hands together to lend our voice to the situation going on in Nigeria. Thank you.
That he should resign. We want him to resign.
Yes.
After everything, he should resign. He's a failure. He's a failure. He should resign. We don't need a dead man to rule us. He's dead already. So we don't need him.
We want to at least give them an opportunity to address this situation.
No, we don't want any opportunity. We are giving them opportunity in the gate of our fathers, and it's our time now. We don't want the opportunity for them. We want them to resign and leave us alone. Enough is enough.
Before we go, please permit me. We have one more person, please, before we go. Bishop Julius, thank God. I'm also a pastor, just in case you don't know. I reached out to a lot of my pastor friends to join hands. Thank God for preaching on the altar, but we want to reduce our prayer point in Nigeria. There are many praying for NEPA not to take light. God does not hear those prayers. We want electricity. But thank God, a man of God responded. He's here with us. Bishop Julius, let's give him an opportunity to just say one or two things. He's been very active on this. Please, Bishop Julius.
Great Nigerians,
We are all gathered here today not because we know how to speak English. We are not here today because somebody is a big I, or the other one is a small U.
We don't have a leader.
We are gathered here today because we are Nigerians. And we believe that we have a voice. I have a word for the youths. If you look at me very well, I may not be part of your generation, but in my heart, I feel you. In my heart, I feel you. What we knew to be the flag of our nation was green, white, green, until a couple of days ago. And it was done deliberately. It was done without care. We want to use this opportunity to call on President Muhammad Buhari to take responsibility. If he doesn't take responsibility, the Vice President will call upon him to take responsibility. If he cannot take responsibility, what are the other people doing in a country called Nigeria? If you are not ready to take responsibility, we will take responsibility. We have come here to take responsibility. You cannot kill our sons and daughters and go scot-free. The parents and the grandparents of those children you killed, with their parents and their grandparents, we are coming after you. I said we are coming after you. We are coming after you. Mark my word. An end has come to this government. This government in Nigeria, I stand bold to say, not just as a Nigerian, but as a man of God. If I be a man of God, then let it be known that this particular government has failed us. We are not asking for another opportunity. You did it before. You did it again. You have done it again. We cannot take it anymore. I stand on behalf of the Nigerians in the United States and Nigerians in the diaspora to say that enough is enough. Enough is enough. No more. No more. No more. No more. No more. Dr. Belli said, if the ancestor is not ready to do anything, then we, the parents of the children that we are have to say no. We are have to say no. And we are coming after you. Mark my word. The youths of this nation, they are not lazy people as you claim. They are coming after you. Why is it that my generation will fail Nigeria that way? We are the generation. We are the generation that went to school for free. We are the generation that hates chicken in school for free. We are the generation that got many things on the platter of gold. Why have we failed the generation that is coming? We are not even giving you 4 years. We are calling for, we declare that your government is taken from your hands and is given to somebody that is better than you from today. Listen to me. When we live here, the struggle continues. The fight continues. And our victory is sure. Our victory is certain. Why is it that, listen, people said he has not come out to speak. Can you imagine if they kill one cow, will he still not speak? If they kill one cow, will he still not speak? If they kill one goat, will he still not speak? That tells you that he values the life of his cows more than the values of the people. Great Nigerian youths,
How are you doing?
sons and daughters, I stand with you, and many more are standing with you at this moment.
Wow, that was good. Now, we are going to give opportunity to as many of us that want to speak. However, we're trying to be very, very organized with it. The idea is to get to, I was just told now there were some people who were here, the international news media, they're trying to collate and get some more media to be here. But they might meet us at CNN headquarters. So we might just take one or two of you may speak. When we get there, we'll give the room to more people to speak. We are not going to tie anybody down. We may have organized it, but there's no leader in this. There's no champion in this. So what we are doing, please, we're just trying to at least coordinate this. We'll just call one or two persons. We'll be matching when we get to CNN headquarters. If you want to speak, as many of us that want to speak, we'll be able to come out and just express your, however you want to see it, however you can pass the message around. Now, of course, like you know, many persons here we don't know, so if I don't know your name, I just point at you. Don't get offended. At least I'm free to call you my sister or my brother. Yes, come please. Very briefly, just.
Good morning, everyone. Everybody, I know it's like, the thing is, we all gather here today, right? For a particular reason, because we are all touched by what it is that we're seeing and that we're experiencing. But I wanted to kind of like bring us back to a place of understanding what the very definition of what it is to be Negro means. Because the real original definition, the Latin, the roots definition of the word Negro means burning and shining. Not just black, but burning and shining. Okay? That when they went and they explored Africa, and when they saw you, and when they saw you, and when they saw you, they said you're Nigerian. The roots of our soul and our spirit is the fire that burns and shines from within us. So it is absolutely impossible that when you take out the light of one of our brothers and one of our sisters, that we are going to allow for our light to be diminished. When we say that our lives matter, before you even say that black lives matter, Negro, you get the definition of black from the word Negro. You get the definition of the word Negro from Niger. Your Niger life matters. You are the burning, shining, black spirit of that country. When the corruption that you see come out day in and day out, and they want to tell you it is photoshopped. The diabolical nonsense, the idiocy that is happening, and you have the audacity to come before your people as if you have no eyes to see. We live in a country where we see the juxtaposition of contrast of brutality. As an American and as a Nigerian, we see the killing of our people. What takes you out of your house? What made you not go to work today? Because enough is enough. I beg. I come from the Video land. In Akwa Ibom, it is my birthright We say Dakota. Dakota means rise up. It is in our spirits that we rise up for our brothers and for our sisters. How dare they? How dare they? Today we stand for the ones that cannot speak. We are standing here on the backs predicated on all of our ancestors who allowed us to be in this country, free, working, for us to not leave everybody behind.
All right, please, can we all just march together now? Now, those of us who want to speak, when we get to CNN, you will have all the opportunity to do so. Oh, okay.
I dedicated to pay for this.
Bishop, thank you so much. That was so inspiring. Yeah, it's so touching. I didn't sleep on Tuesday. I got down here and the first thing I saw was my child brought to me.
EndSARS. Stop killing the children. It's okay. EndSARS. Cry for our children.
It doesn't make sense.
Nigeria children, I ask that the government of Nigeria hear my cry as a grandmother to those children.